It took 2.5 days to do on all of them. Like on the other side of this one. Again, of course, double-sided on this. This is the middle piece over here. You can slide in there, drawers and shelves. Just one thing I was going to show you. As you can see on this end, we have the joins. Okay. Well, I did say in my first part 1 that I was not going to worry about having that exposure, but I thought about it and I said, no, you're just creating more work for yourself. So what I did, I made it blind. The other end is blind, that is exposed, that everybody can view. Now how you do that, that's easy. You just only cut up to a certain mark and then you make your feathers only slide up to that spot. The bottom section 20 mil. Okay, all the way through there. Just another thing you can see shallow grooves, deep grooves, shallow grooves, deep grooves, shallow grooves, deep groove. Okay, now what that is well, these shallow ones are for the shelves, and the deep grooves are for the drawer slides, and I'm going to use sliders that are Jarrah. Now I'm going through the process of installing the guides or the slides. With this job I'm only just going to glue them, and not too much glue for the slides and the guides. So they just sit in there. Just enough to hold them, just in case. I have got a chance to get out. Now I've already checked them, make sure that their depths are right, and the stick out is right, I know what these, and so far so good. didn't want to go with the idea of screwing them in because you're going from hardwood into softwood. That's for the start. On the other side, I've got to put runners too. So, no point really to drill them and drill and screw. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. I've been looking for something like this for a while. This is a 340mm portable drill guide with chuck key. Now, I don't think everybody's that expert that they can drill a hole at 90 degrees both ways perfectly through a hole. So I went down to a shop that was selling a good range of equipment and I come up with this gadget here. As you can see, I think you can see if I get close enough. It's got the degrees marked on there and I've got it set up at 90 degrees at the moment. It swings around to a 45-degree angle. But I think you need something like this to give the accuracy. Although this is made out of pallet, you still want the job to look good. So I'm, you know what I mean, everything's parallel, nice and lined. Well, this machine, probably its main fault, it is a little bit flimsy. If I hold it there, you can see it's a little bit flimsy. So when you put the drill there, it'll move around. So, but the whole thing is nice and steady, and you get to drill a nice hole. And it's very easy to use. At the moment it's locked down, and I'll come down, I'll put the pistol drill on there, and I can get to the sides. Now, what they include in this stand is these shredded things here. And if you go around the side, you might be able to see, yeah, I think you can see there, that they got a point on. So when you hold it down on a piece of wood and all this, I wouldn't really mention it. You probably do it on the inside and all this. Those little marks lock onto the wood and stops it from moving around. So you've got a firm setting. So it's very handy really. It's quite a versatile tool that can be used. I recommend it. It'll do the job. I'll give you a demo. One thing with pine, it's that soft. Sometimes it'll find its own path. So what you've got to be aware of is it doesn't. So what I've done, I've drilled a we'll have a looky see on our other side, see how it's going. There. Okay, series of line of those holes and all that, all nicely in the middle of that, and they meet up with the piece of wood on the side. You have to take my word. Accurate, well, it's not too bad. It's good. Probably one of them is out about 1/16 of an inch, the hole there, but all the others seem to line up, which is interesting like that. But as I say, they will wobble off line and pine, so you've got to be very careful. Okay, still at it. I'm up to the stage where I've got these struts on either side, and this is the problem I was going to, where I thought I was going to have the biggest problem, and I've certainly overcome this massively. I call this gadget here my fourth hand, because you can have, well, 4 pair of hands, I don't know, one of those, whatever you think. You need a person with a square to get this nice and square, hold it level while you drill from underneath. Oh, and then you've got to be able to hold the drill straight. Oh, you can't do that. you can't do that. So, with a little bit of thinking, I come up with these things here, adjustable, hold them square and put them firm enough for me to lift it over, and then I can drill, then I can put a screw on the other side to lock it into position. And that way then it gives me 90, I've got 90 degrees here, I've got 90 degrees there, so that is just fantastic. And I'll just run you through this one. I've already set it up. 90 degrees. You can see that, there's no gap there. And take my word, no gap there. You can see that. Got indentation, 2 and a bit mil. And those slides through there and up to there. They cannot be touching. They must, and of course I'll check them out and make sure they are square, because if I tighten that down it's going to pull like that, or vice versa. So everything's got to be spot on before you can clamp it into position and turn it over. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to turn it over now. And I'm going to flip it over, and hopefully it lines up here. I haven't thought this out very much. Just make sure that everything's tight. Right, it's all locked in position, nice and tight. Well, that didn't work out very good, did it? But because it's over in that position here, I can put in a locking screw anyway, because I know everything else is square too. Interesting little tool I've got here. There you are. There you are. You see that? You got your screw bit here. Take it off. You got another chuck onto you there, and it's got your drill. Very handy. There in the position. And that locks that into position. Well, that was a bit of luck. It's all perfect. Now what I do, stop flexing and all that, although it's not much, but it gives me a chance to push a little bit heavy on the drill. It didn't work. Working, I'll put this here. Just put a couple of clamps there. So now it's all locked in position. Now I've got my drill. So we pick up in a hole, we go 35mm deep into that piece of wood, and then right. Just check the depth of this. Don't know what happened there. You seem to be out of a couple of minutes. Unless there's a bit of sawdust down below. No, that one's spot on. This one's not so deep. This, I'll put that machine over it again. Lucky this is the whole idea. Double check everything while it's still in situ. I did not go deep enough somehow. Right. Let's see how square that is. Because if that ain't square there, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. When you come to put your other piece of wood, which sits on top, let's just say that's another one that sits on top, okay, it's going to be pulling a little bit. So you'll have to do some adjustments to the dowels. I'm trying to do it so there's no adjustments to the dowel whatsoever. So let's see how good the alignment is. Well, there you are. As close as you can get to 90 degrees. I can't actually check this way, but I can do it like that. Fantastic. So there you are. We've done one section, we've done one all together. Now we'll go, then I'll bring you back when I go on to the other section, and then we'll see how we're going. Right. Catch you later. I'll give you a spell.